There's dirt on my hands, strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it, many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Man, I ain't got my necklace on. I ain't got button the first. Let me make sure y'all can hear me though. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Y'all good. Y'all can hear me. What's up, y'all? How's everybody doing? You know, I gotta go get my button. Cause we are gonna be happy. We gonna be positive. We are gonna be energetic and uplifting. All right, Coco, don't look at me. Finna go get my button, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Look, I had to get my necklace. Had to get my button. Sure, you talking about coming on here bucket naked? No, not yet. About 10 more pounds. It'd be close. I ain't coming up on it. I will not violate the YouTube terms of service. Absolutely will not. So I will not be coming on here bucket naked. But I am coming on here topless though, shirtless, greased up, like D'Angelo in the "How Does It Feel" video. How does it feel? Yeah, that's gonna be me. Do you know what I'm talking about? Y'all know. Y'all know. That's what's about to happen. But anyway, the Picture Me Rolling roll call. Now, Friday night. We only got 30 people in Friday. Now, you know it's supposed to be more people in here on a Friday night. As many, Prophet, can I have a love spell? And can I have a job spells? Y'all ain't out. What y'all out for? Y'all come on in. I'm just kidding. Raven, I'm just kidding. Raven Baines, what's going on, Raven? Thanks for being here. Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Mama Fee, what's going on? Thank you for being a channel member, Mama Fee. Carmela, Miss Mill Ali, how are you? Black Slytherin, what's going on, Black Slytherin? Thank you for being a channel member. You two cutting up with Terry. I do appreciate you showing up and being a channel member. Ron Buxton, how are you? Naomi, what's up, family? Coco Scissorhands, what up, Coco? How's it going, sis? Mabule. Coco says, "Sac passe." Thank you for being a moderator and a channel member. And my dear, dear sister, Spiritual Awakening. Thank you, Spiritual Awakening, for being a channel member. You said that song makes me want to dance under the moon. Don't do it here. We don't do that here. None of that. None of that. Cherie, what's up, Cherie? How you doing? Thank you for being a channel member and a moderator. You're greatly appreciated. Wonderlust Earth Angel, thank you for being a channel member. Hey, Jenny Lynn Jones, what's going on with you? Hi, Bridget. Angelus, how are y'all? Lexi Mwan, how are you, Lexi? Melissa MC, what's going on? Lexi, thank you for being a channel member. I almost slid right by there. Latoya Harden, how are you? Temperance Love, what's going on? Scents and Fragrances, how are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Jess is more. What's going on, Jess? Thank you for being a channel member. Hey, Letitia. Yeah, no moon dancing. We don't do no moon. I don't understand. You never do. You never do. Dang on phone. Anyway, how are y'all doing this fine Friday night? It is Friday, right? It is. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's the end of the week. It's the last day. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? And what's going on, my four people over on Twitter? Twitter. I appreciate y'all, but y'all know what this means. It is the 22nd. National Breakup Day has passed, but Twitter, especially, it's near the end of the month. So y'all know what this means for y'all. Oh yeah, these online hoodoos about to start begging. See, my YouTube family, there is this special thing that goes on only on Twitter. I'm sorry, X, the application the platform formerly known as Twitter. Yeah, you will absolutely get muted, Prince the One. Like now. Look, there's no answer to anyone's questions here. Even if you say you don't know the answer, and also no say anything you might disagree with, because you'll get muted. Jeez. Gosh. Bye. Good grief. What's wrong with you? Anyway, we're back. So the thing about Twitter is Twitter, near the end of the month, most of the spiritual, not most. I'm not gonna say most, but on Twitter, a lot of the online hoodoo community finds the time to post how lacking they are of rent. So near the end of the month, it's like, ugh, dang. But they always have money drawn baths and stuff to sell, which is kind of odd. Like, how you got money drawn bath? Oh, my button is on. I got the wrong one on. That's the problem. Like, Who waits to come and whine about being muted? That's part of the problem. I think we don't grow up anymore. Has anybody else noticed that being an issue, like in society? Not necessarily spirituality, but in society. Like you, like dang, that person's feelings were really hurt about being muted in an online forum. I don't understand it. Anyway, don't get me started. I'm here. I'm back. Woosah. Woosah. Like good grief. It's an online forum and you are literally whining. Whining. Thank you, Terry. Get some backbone, people. You whining about being muted. Go start your own platform and you can say everything you want to. Everything you want to. And maybe people will even listen. Maybe they'll listen. I need the yellow button. I do not. I do not. But yeah, y'all do me a favor. If you have a hoodoo related question, type a Q, capital Q, and then your question, and I will try my best to get to it. I'll try my best to get to it. Today is a good day. Today was a good day. I got a lot done today. Very tired though. Demolition, Demolition Woman and Wreck-It Ralph. Golly, yo. Any of y'all got toddlers? Any of y'all got toddlers? Or you had toddlers. They've grown up. How do you make it through this stage? Y'all ever wake up and you like, oh man. Like seriously, you wake up and it's like, oh man, again. Here we go again. Here we go again. Like, listen, I feel like that the African guy, the meme, right? The African guy, he's like, not a meme, it's like the little video clip. But he's like, every time I come here, I am abused. And it's like, Wreck-It Ralph has gotten to this stage where he wants to be on my back all the time. So if I'm on the sofa, here he comes. And it's like, oh, I appreciate it. I love you, buddy. But that weight gets to be heavy for after a while. It's like, golly. Mm-mm. And Demolition Woman wants to be held all the time. She wants to be held all the time. And somebody just yelled. Intuitive Kingdom, you going through it? See? What is it with them? They just want to be on your back. Just as Moore says, no children, but 8 nephews. 8 nephews. Your siblings were not playing. They were not playing. They said, hey, it's the weekend. You know what that means. Yeah, being the human jungle gym is the worst. Absolutely. So, guys, this upcoming webinar, somebody had to remind me that it's Tuesday because I'm so used to the webinars being on Wednesday that it being on Tuesday threw me off. But remember, somebody reminded me that we voted on it because, of course, Thursday is Thanksgiving, and we didn't want to have it the day before Thanksgiving. So this upcoming webinar is Tuesday. It's going to be Advanced Ancestor Altar Working Usage. And if you have not put up your ancestor altar yet, do not worry. You can jump right into this one. It is advanced, but we're going to do a very quick refresher once we get started. Okay, we're going to talk about some different workings you can use, different ways to work your ancestor altar. Because to be honest, and I've said this the last few lives because I said it the first time and it tickled me, so I'm going to keep on saying it. Most people who have an ancestor altar up, all they know to do is to go up to it and pray and beg. That's it. People go up to it and then they pray and they beg. So we're going to show you some things you can do besides praying and begging. We'll show you some things you can do if you feel like you're going there and there's absolutely nobody there. Because sometimes you feel that way, right? I mean, it's okay. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Sometimes you're like, hello, anybody there? And then we will go into some Some ancestor altar specific workings and things that you can't do anywhere else. So awesome, right? Yeah, have a good time. Have a good time, and then we'll leave. We'll go celebrate Thanksgiving or Indigenous People Day. I think no, that's not no. Wait a minute. Which one is Indigenous People Day now? Is that Columbus Day? Which one is it? And I'm actually not being funny. I have completely forgotten, and I'm ashamed that I've forgotten. Which one is it? I know one of them is. It's Columbus Day. Okay. So what's the other one for Thanksgiving? Virgo said, I'm Virgo, I saw what you said earlier to me. I'm trying to grow up, but I'm 7.5. Yeah, you are. You are absolutely a tween. Okay. Thank y'all for correcting me on that. But anyway, for me it's just gonna be chitlin day because I'm making chitlins. Somebody asked in Discord, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? I'm like, I'm making chitlins, and it's gonna be great. And they're gonna be tasty. I got my red rooster all primed and locked and loaded. Coco, we ain't about to do that. See, Coco done changed her profile picture, and now she all brand new. Now she all brand new. You need to stop. Ain't nothing like some doggone chitlins, boy. Nothing like some chitlins. Mm-mm. Put some hot sauce on my chitlins, baby. It sure is good to me. Yeah, they are expensive though. See, cutting up with Terry said they have become a delicacy. They're expensive. Yeah, they are expensive. I don't remember offering any of you haters any of my chitlins. Did I offer y'all any? No, I did not. Come up in here disrespecting my chitlins. I will kick y'all all up out of here. Anyway, y'all, what we talking about this Friday? What we talking about this Friday? This is a positive and uplifting stream. Okay, despite what was his name? What was their name? Because you never know nowadays anymore. What was their name? Bless their heart. Little Tink was upset. And if I recall, I think it's been like a month since that person got muted. They waited a month to come and vent. Okay, that's one thing that we can talk about. Why? Okay, listen. Don't waited a month to come back and whine, and I bet they still here because when you even if you block somebody, your channel doesn't disappear for them. Okay, they can still watch. They just can't comment in the chat, and I bet they still here. Yeah. You still here? Hey, I'm gonna let you out. I promise. I'm gonna let you out. You just up there. You in the penalty box. Okay. You still in the church. You're still welcome. I'm sorry you feel that way, but there's a way to go about stuff, and you did it wrong. So here, hold your hand out. Hold. No, no. So go on up there, and you can come down later. Okay, be all right. We still family. We still family. You'll be all right. Because you just did the equivalent of I just think it's funny how, and I'm an old school man, and nothing makes us stop listening more than I just think it's funny how. Ladies, remember that. It's two things that make us shut down. I just think it's funny how, and can we talk? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Black Cat, what's going on, my brother? Sunny Days, what's going on? Sunny Days said, well, hot sauce. Absolutely. Absolutely. Nika B, Wagwan. He can come down in February. Okay. Lexi Moan said, question, boss man, when you doing your haunted podcast again? See, that's what I'm listen. Okay, listen. I want to. I need y'all's help. I need to come up with a schedule. Now, what is going to happen is on the weekend, because on the weekend I don't do readings for anybody on the weekends. So on the weekend, I'm going to like record all my pre-recorded videos because I need to get back to dropping them, right? So I'm going to record my pre-recorded videos. But I need to come up with a streaming schedule. So I need y'all to help me with that because I also want to do my podcast. Would y'all want the podcast to be recorded Friday night or Saturday night? I think we should do it Saturday night because Friday night y'all kind of like to live. So I think Saturday night would be like a good podcast night or something like that. So Lexi, I definitely want to do it again because okay, since y'all haven't asked many questions yet, and I do see a couple, I'm gonna get right to them. But um y'all, there's some weird stuff been going on. So I want to talk about that. And then we'll go into it more whenever we do the podcast. And if you have an interest in coming on the podcast with me, hey, just shoot me a DM. Say, hey, I want to do some podcasting. So anyway, let's get to the question. I saw some. Intuitive Kingdom said, "This is a wild question. You've got the cue. You've got the cue. That's all right. But do you have a video on your channel on making a man's pen limp until he acts right? Yeah, several times. Several. I have several of them. Absolutely, I do. Why, you having problems? You having problems? Don't worry. I'll give you I will give you the remedy. If you don't want to talk about it right now, just text the text line. I got you. Just text the text line. I got you. And let's see who else got here. I don't know. I don't know what you were saying, my friend. Breaking the fourth wall. I did. I just broke the fourth wall. I just broke the fourth wall. That's what I did. Okay, Temperance. Yeah, Temperance. Look, Temperance. Do not come in here with caps because, and see, it's not you. The problem with all caps, Temperance, is that I can't read them normally. Whenever you put all caps, this is what I hear in my head. Okay, I hear question. My 3-year-old drunk some of my ancestors' water. Should I be concerned? She knows not to touch it, but tonight she tried it. Like that's what I hear in my head. Okay, that's what I hear in my head. So, like, please, I'm not fussing at you or anything. I'm just saying, help me help y'all out because when y'all put all caps, literally, that's what I hear in my head. Question: my 3-year-old drunk some of my ancestor water. Should I be concerned? She knows not to touch it, but tonight she tried it. So, all right. So no, don't be concerned. That's not a problem. Look, it's not going to hurt them or anything like that, unless you put something weird in your ancestor water, or you just started spraying bug spray or something around, and it could have drifted in there. But other than that, not a problem. Don't worry about it. Raven Bang says, question, anything for lifting oneself out of depression? Did you ask this before? Because, well, or a lot of people ask this. And I will always say, go and talk to a qualified mental health care professional. Okay? Go ahead, go and talk to a qualified mental health professional. But also, because as human beings, we dwell on both sides, the spiritual and the physical. So you got to do work on both sides. So go and talk to somebody with a whole bunch of fancy letters after their name. And also spiritually, a lot of times when we have feelings like that, right? When we have feelings like that, it's because our mind won't shut down. It's overactive. It won't leave us alone. In African cosmology, we say, your head is too hot. So one thing that you can do is cool the head down. And that's by bathing your head in fresh mint, in some water with some Florida water. And just bathe your head with it, especially the back of the head, the forehead. I mean, the whole head. Just bathe your whole head with it. But make sure you get the back, the temples, the top, and the forehead. And then when you're done, pray the 23rd Psalm. Wrap your head in something white before bed, and then light a white candle next to your bed. Okay. Just be careful because sorry. Florida water is flammable, so don't Michael Jackson yourself, okay? But hope you feel better soon, all right? And if you need to talk to somebody, make sure you reach out. Don't isolate yourself, okay? All right. Yeah, and do not Michael Jackson yourself. That stuff is flammable. Let's tread lightly. Your first live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Temperance Love said, "That's exactly how I reacted," in all caps. But thank you. You're welcome. 'Cause, people, honestly, people will type in all caps, and that's what I hear. And if y'all haven't figured out by now, what forms up here will typically come out my mouth. My mother said, as my mother said, they gather like a storm cloud and rain out my mouth. I have been trying to grow a filter for a long time. Been trying. But stuff forms up here and then it just tumbles right out. Ask Prince. 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 Oh, you better get out Jimmy's chair. He don't play that. Better get out Jimmy's chair. Okay. Jen says, question, all of your candle workings related to love work miraculously fast. Well, thank you. And then you say thank you. You're welcome and thank you. But can you please do a candle working to get someone to meet you? What do you mean? What do you mean? To get someone to meet you? Trading Amber says, question, I have 3 revenge spells that seem promising. Should I just choose one or is it okay to do all 3? This person deserves it. Trading, calm down. Calm down. Because see, the thing about doing any type of working, you cannot be overloaded with emotion. You need to be controlled. And just that is like, I mean, you are practically humming and vibrating through the screen. Just take a deep breath, okay? Pick one and then work it. Pick one and then work it. Powerful Soul, how are you? Keisha says he's not available until February. I mean, he can still hear though. He can still hear though. They can still hear. We're not gonna mislabel anybody. I could not tell by the thumbnail. Fish drink tea. Question: how can I use Damiana in a love working? Well, Damiana is more the hoochie coochie herb. You know what I'm saying? So you can use it to spark physicality in any love working. You can dress a love candle. Excuse me, I keep getting the hiccups. You can dress a love candle. You can even sprinkle it outside your front door, and it'll attract that. You can write your name on a piece of paper. Set a lodestone on top of the paper. I ain't taking out the bag because it's dirty. Set a lodestone on top of the paper, and then sprinkle Damiana around it, and it'll bring all the boys or girls, whichever you desire, to the yard. Uh oh. Oh no, no, we good. No, we good. Mama Fee says, question, hey Prophet, can I add John the Conqueror root to my court workings or only use the oils I ordered? You are obsessed with John the Conqueror, which means you may want to leave him alone. Because anyone who's taken my class on John the Conqueror knows too much thinking about John the Conqueror means you might want to leave him alone, or you just gonna be buying a whole bunch of liquor. Okay? But you can. The only issue is you want to develop a relationship with John the Conqueror first because he has to actually care whether or not your court situation goes your way. You have to build a relationship first. And so one thing I tell people is, get a purple candle, set the root up there, and just introduce yourself. Kind of like The if you've taken my first ancestor altar class, just like that, just like that, just working slow and steady. And see, that's how people kind of mess up with spirits, even their ancestors, because people think that it's all transactional now. People think, well, the book said you like this, so I'm just gonna slap your offering down and beg for what I want. And then people are like, yeah. No, the spirit's like, I don't even know you. But look, people like, but Oshun, the book said you like honey. Oshun, like, I got a million priests and priestesses that have been initiated. You just bought a book. Like, would that be fair? That seem fair to you? So slow and steady. Introduce yourself and don't just talk, but listen. Just because they're spirits, I mean they don't have bodies anymore, does not mean that they don't think or whatnot or get offended. A lot of people accidentally offend spirits, they offend their ancestors by just begging all the time and not even asking, is there anything that you want? Is there a message? People just do a lot of begging and they do a lot of offending unintentionally, absolutely, but by just reading the books and not doing the work. But I blame it on the world because no one knows how to make friends anymore. So even spiritual friends, it's like, well, shoot, the book said it's what you want, so that's what I'm about to give you. That's what I'm about to give you. So anyway, just slow and steady, Mama Fee, and you should be all right. Just slow and steady. And I forget the date, but if you got a couple of weeks, you should be fine. And once you build the relationship, take them with you. Let's see here. Let's Tread Lightly says, question, I'm not comfortable doing dark work. I don't like the idea of trying to infringe on someone's will or being the judge of their life. You thinking way too hard, dear. Way too hard. Should I try to overcome this? Absolutely. Hoodoo work runs in my family. Okay, listen, y'all. The true essence of hoodoo is this: there is no such thing as a left hand path in hoodoo. There's no light work or dark work. There's only work. That's it. Okay? There's no light work. There's no dark work. There's only work. Okay? People can say, "Oh, I don't want to harm anyone," until that person done slap fire at your grandmama. Then it's okay. Then, right? These are terms that we've just come up with. Like, oh no, it's wrong to delete somebody. But then it's like, but they just deleted a whole bunch of people, so we kind of got to, stuff like that. So all hoodoo does at its core, and it's always been our belief based off of a lot of our Congo roots, is hoodoo maintains the balance. That's the one thing that I've heard in a movie that rings true. In that movie Constantine, where what's his name? Papa Midnight, Amistad played him. What is that brother's name? I always call him Amistad. And I know I shouldn't do that. But he played Papa Midnight and said, I maintain the balance. That's what hoodoo does. And I told somebody, I said, listen, if you ever want to find out what working you need to do because you're just going through something bad, retrace your steps to the point where your life went off balance. It went off key, off the rails, and then work on that, because that's the musical mood ring. What's going on? Been a member for 20 months. Woo! What's up, musical mood ring? So stop thinking about it in terms of I'm doing light work or dark work. You're only doing work. A hammer can build a house or it could bash in some heads. It's all in the user. And another thing, there is no working we do at all that infringes upon somebody's free will. We have got to understand that. There is no working that we do that infringes upon someone's free will. Free will was granted by the Most High. There's nothing we can do to take that away. If it was given by the Most High, it can only be taken away. We cannot do that. All magic does is influence. Okay? Our target is always free to say no or yes, whichever the case may be. I've given the analogy. Let's tread lightly. You could be my taxi driver, and I'm sitting in the back seat, and I say, I want you to go left, but you go right because you driving. And then we get up to the next sign, and I say, go right, but you turn left. And I'm thinking to myself, me and Let's Tread are having a failure to communicate. So I pull out, pull that iron out, and I say, let's go left. And the minute I see Let's Tread Lightly start to turn right, I start airing it out in the back seat. Blah, blah, blah. I bet you she takes the right turn. She could have always said, I'm going to turn whichever way I want to go. Into the kingdom. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Powerful soul, you as well. She could have always said, I'm going to keep on turning. But I was very convincing, airing that thing out in the back seat. I was very convincing. So that's all magic does is convince. That's it. Okay, so don't worry about infringing upon anyone's free will. Don't worry about it. You are not infringing upon anyone's free will. You couldn't if you wanted to. Lexi said, question, Bossman, thank you again for this quote in my reading. When you're not looking, it's when you start seeing. That's the truth. That is the truth. So thank you so much, Lexi. I appreciate you. So let's tread lightly. You thinking too much. You better get to working. So while you trying to figure out, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Shoot, folks be out there tearing your tail up. Be tearing your tail up. Powerful Soul says, question, can Damiana be used for a specific person? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, y'all want to know how? My bad. All you gotta do is utilize their picture with any working. If it's a love candle and you dress the love candle with Damiana, then you set it on top of their picture. On top of their picture. Or you sprinkle just a pinch in their food if they come over. Just a pinch. Black Cat says, question, is clairaudience something you have to be born with, or is it a skill that can be learned or developed? Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, any of these skills can be developed, but there is a certain natural talent that has to be present. Remember, natural law and physical law run parallel. So it's no different from running. You can become a better runner by going out running, putting on good run shoes, getting proper form through a coach. But if you don't have natural talent, you ain't winning no races, but you were better off than you were before. Okay, so it is a mixture of both. Latoya Harden says, what working can I do for protection for my relationship? I think you or somebody has asked this before, almost exactly like it. And I asked, what do you mean protection for your relationship? Like protection how? Trading Amber says, question, can I do multiple workings at once on one altar? Example, money, love, health, I've been told. Okay, so guys, here's the thing. You absolutely can. Trading Amber, you absolutely can. I'm assuming you're talking about a working altar. Working altar is a thing, but it really isn't. The reason I say it is a thing is because most people have a space dedicated for their workings. It's nothing more than a workbench. It's just a workbench. And yes, you can do multiple workings on your workbench because you don't want to put everything on an ancestor altar. So when you do workings, where do you put them? Because a lot of times, people ask, well, where do I dispose of things? And it's like, You don't. Why would you? So yeah, your working table can hold many things. Absolutely, absolutely. Temperance loves his question. Do you have a webinar on John the Conqueror? Do you have classes on him sometimes? Yes, I do. I do have a Working with Spirits webinar where we focus mainly on him. What's up, Tuskegee? How's it going? Regina Bailey said, question, I had an interview. Why's my neck itching? Had an interview today and I've been claiming it through the tongue and speaking positively, but is there working that can help ensure I got the job? Yeah, get you either a road opening candle or a money draw candle. Black Cat, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, brother. But you get those candles, okay? You dress them lightly with dirt from that job, and you can slide like an application or a business card from someone who works there up under it. Sensing Fragrances is question, what are your thoughts on reincarnation, especially involving our ancestors? I believe it's possible. I believe it's possible. Uh-oh. I hear Wreck-It Ralph crying. That's my big buddy. That's my big buddy. Bum, 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 bum. Black or Brown, that's your name? Cool, cool, cool. Black or Brown says any hoodoo tips on addiction. Then he said that Kane got a grip that can't got. Lexi just became a sergeant. I appreciate you, Lexi. Temperance. Temperance, you just became a channel member. Thank you so much. Black Cat, it just popped up, but thank you again. This man said that Kane got a grip. Sweet baby Jesus and the grown one too. But y'all just whatever. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Boy, y'all, boy, y'all don't even care. Boy, that brother said Kane got a grip. Cocaine helped out. Good googly moogly. Woo. What's up, Nancy? Okay, yeah. So go to a cemetery where a family member of the affected person is buried. Okay, knock on their tombstone 3 times and explain what is going on with that person and that you would like their help. Okay, and leave them an offering of what something they liked. Could be, you know, could be spirits, could be tobacco, coffee, whatever, and leave that to them. Mm-mm.
I know you must get this questio a lot. First time here, sorry if missed. Is there a way to manifest a man back? Or is it always a done deal? Tie folded hands.
Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. And let's see here. Look, let's get that question back up here. Boom. Busting up here with a 20 bomb. Shoot, let's see here. Yes, I do get that question a lot. Don't no worries. No worries. And welcome. First time here. I do appreciate it. Is there a way to manifest a man? Well, we don't manifest. Terminology is important. We're gonna let that slide. But you can absolutely draw someone back to you. One of the easiest ways, well, I won't say easiest because you got to focus. Okay. This is for anybody here. You cannot do any work if your mind is all over the place. You need to be in alignment one track minded with what it is you're trying to do. And if you're trying to do a love working, you need to have love all running through you, not anxiety, not thirstiness, not loneliness, sadness, all the other stuff that y'all feel when your feelings are hurt and you let them just truck all over you. No, you need to be in love. You need to make a doll out of clay for you and for him. Run a string from you to him. Light a candle in between the two dolls. Red candle. Pray 23rd Psalm. Then twist your doll. And when you twist it with the string, it's going to wind his doll towards you and yours towards him. And you'll both meet at the candle, let the candle burn all the way down. He'll be back. But when he comes back, family, when he comes back or she comes back, listen, let bygones be bygones. Y'all always do a love work and the person comes back and then y'all want to fuss at them till they leave again. Or when you do a love work and now is not the time to go, listen, we need to just meet up so we can just talk all this out. We don't want to hear all that. Okay? Just go on like ain't nothing happened. Just go on like ain't nothing happened. Because nobody want to hear all that. Okay? Nobody want to hear all that. Twitter, how y'all doing over there? Anybody over there begging today? Nancy says, I have arrived. What's going on, mi ahijada? ¿Qué te pasa? Let's trade lights. How can I get somebody out of my energetic field? You are such a new age hippie. What in the world? Hoodoo don't run in your family talking like this. I guarantee you Hoodoo does not run in your family talking like this. If you know, you know. What them being Haitian got to do with it? We just gonna assume they in the voodoo now? Stop it. Stop it. Y'all be afraid of everything. Y'all be scared of everything. Just because somebody Haitian. If you know, you know. Lord have mercy. I love y'all. I love y'all to death, boy. Y'all something else. My ex is Haitian. If you know, you know. Haitian people are cool as the bottom side of the pillow. They are cool as the bottom side of the pillow. But if Haitian, your Haitian ex-boyfriend, okay, does serve the loi, then standard protections do apply. Okay, standard protections do apply. Position, your picture in between two mirrors, reflective side out. Put your picture in here. Then sandwich them together, wrap them up, put it inside the Bible at the 23rd Psalm. Then do the same thing with 4 mirrors outside your house, reflective side out. Okay, y'all little nasties. We ain't talking about. I don't want to hear everybody's experience with the Haitian. Little dirty things, y'all. I know it's Friday night, but come on now. Good googly moogly. Y'all some dirty folks. Look, Naomi's like, I'm Haitian, by the way. What's up, Naomi the G? How are you? Thank you for being a channel member. Look at Jess. Look at Jess. Haitian man turn you every which way, but Jess, go on and sit down somewhere. Preferably on some ice. Go sit down on some ice. Cause you over there having problems right now. Good God Almighty. You know what? It's hard doing right in a world full of wrong. Y'all terrible. I know it's Friday night. I know it's Friday night. But let's get some decorum in here. Get some decorum in here. And I would say moderators, y'all start, but y'all just as nasty as they are. Except for Virgo, because she's only 7 years old. Virgo's only 7. Yeah, go sit down on some ice. Just sit down. Sit down somewhere. Regina Bailey says, question. I watched a previous video on hexing people and ran across a video you made about using allspice tea and pouring it on the picture of the person. But how do you? How do I do what? And when do you dispose of it? Teachable moment. Teachable moment, y'all. Okay, so y'all know the rule. If I don't mention something, that means it doesn't matter. It does not mean that I neglected to tell you. It does not mean that the working was incomplete. It means that if I did not cover what you are questioning, then it does not matter. If I don't cover what you're questioning, then it doesn't matter. Meaning, if I don't give a Bible verse in a working, that means what? A Bible verse is not needed. If I don't tell you to go dispose of it at, say, like a crossroad, the base of a tree, pour it down some steps, that means it doesn't matter. Dispose of it how you want to. So there we go. I think that pretty much answers the question. Look, not your ordinary MF. Says my daughter's boyfriend is Haitian and he's the nicest young man. Well, see, there we go. Y'all need to stop typecasting, folks. That's like saying, the new hire at work is a Nigerian. Hide your credit cards. That's mean. That's mean, and y'all should stop that. Because you know y'all terrible. Y'all should stop. And Virgo say, I'm passing out waters. If anybody's feeling thirsty right now, y'all a mess. Y'all a mess. And then here comes Cherie. We didn't do anything. Yes, you did. Yes, y'all did. I'm just over here trying to do the Lord's work. I'm just trying to do the Lord's work. And y'all ain't letting me. Salad Noodle says, you forgot the question, but don't worry. How can you restore a person's personality after other people put spells on them to change who they are? Okay. All you really do is a very thorough cleansing. Let's tread lightly. Thank you so much. Thanks for the advice. My family from Louisiana. It does run in my family. I'm just a millennial. Oh, yo. Oh, bless your heart. Woo. Yikes. Yeah. Bless your heart. But anyway, hey, you got this. Just if listen, all you have to do is ask yourself, what would Gen X do in this situation? Get you right. Get you right. But Salad Noodle, to answer your question, what it's just a very thorough cleansing over the course of, like, say, a week. So if you know for a fact that it is a case of working, you could use milk from a black cow and bathe them in it for, like, say, 3 nights. But most people don't know where their milk comes from, let alone what color damn cow that it came from nowadays. So what you can do is do my coffee bath, but you don't have to do it every day for a week. And you should see some improvement there. And if you don't, then you need to make sure that there's not some other more organic things at play. Okay? You need to make sure there's some other more organic things at play. Because the problem is, and I believe we touched on this the last live that I did. I think the last lunchtime live when my niece and nephew were beating me up was, what's this gnat in here? Get on my nerves. Was a lot of times people will have like situations like you're explaining, and then when someone asks, well, how do you know that someone's working on them? And you'd be like, oh, a reading. I got to read. And it's like, gosh, I hate that because I do readings. I trust the validity of readings, and they're an integral part in any part of our of any African traditional religion, whether it's hoodoo, orisha, voodoo, or anything else like that. They're an important part. But like any other group, and it's not just spiritual, medicine, education, whatever. There are some bad apples. Where look, the Bible says, "Where two or more are gathered in my name, so also am I." Well, when three or more are gathered, then it's doggone. It's a scammer in there somewhere, right? It's just people think there's only scammers in the doggone in the spiritual community. When it's like, do y'all not see this excuse me, can I talk to you about your car's extended warranty, please? Have y'all not seen that? But I get it. And I guess what I'm saying is people will do a reading for you, and they will try to sell you an illness so that they can sell you a higher price cure. And I hate to say it, but the issue is um the issue is like, for instance, I y'all know I love my Orisha people, but I have never seen anybody go to a botanica and get a reading and there not be some bad juju on them. There's always. And then they'll tell you need to get this candle, to get this bath, come back later. So they'll sell you an illness, they can sell you a higher price cure. So if people know, like you're like, oh, well, I'm having this problem with my relationship, or having this problem with this family member, they just have changed altogether. They'll never say, well, have you gotten a physical workup done? Or, has the relationship been taking some rockiness on and now they're changing? No, it's always, oh my gosh, somebody was so jealous of y'all's relationship and they've been throwing at it. So, Sally Noodle, if it was solely because of a reading that you feel that, then then get another reading from somebody else. Get another reading from someone else. Tree, I don't want to hear it. You just got your Bible. You just got your Bible open, the 23rd Psalm. Yeah, you just got it open. Y'all ain't reading it. Divine Gratitude says, what about the longevity of leaving the mirrors outside of the home? Well, the thing is, of course, if you're cutting the grass, you want to make sure you don't knock them over, because that's something that I always struggle with. But if they fall, then that could show you a direction in which something negative is coming your way. Because when you leave them out, if they fall, that means that they just deflected something away from you. And I always look and go, hmm, I know who lives that way. I know who lives that way. What's up, Big Ice? How are you? Ruben, absolutely. Absolutely. And I saw that you had posted that as a comment, and I deleted it because maybe your sister didn't want her name out like that. There's a very public forum. You could have just emailed me or texted me next time. It's gonna be all right. I got you. Seaway says, what if my skull candle magic didn't work? Well, when we're new, failure happens. Failure happens when you're new. It takes time. You got to practice, then gain skill and competence. Okay, so what's the old saying? If at first you don't succeed, try again. Powerful Soul says, question, my mother is old, in her 70s. She has anger management issues and is slightly violent. What can I do to calm her down? NM8, powerful soul again. Make sure that she gets checked out because there are some issues that pop up when you're older that will cause violence. I could have sworn I just saw a commercial on that. I could have sworn I just saw a commercial on that. So get her checked out. Absolutely. Okay, but also sprinkle salt and a little bit of rosemary and a little bit of lemon balm around the house, and that helps to calm things down. And if you need a little boost, you can burn some peaceful home incense with some jasmine petals sprinkled into it, and that helps as well. And I'm sorry that's happening with you and your mom. Prayers up for both of you. Eon Lighthouse, did you ask a question, Eon Lighthouse? If you did, I'm so sorry. I totally missed it. This is live. This is not pre-recorded. This is live. Musical Mood Ring said, now, wait a minute now. Not all millennials are all on the same wavelength. I'm an older millennial leaning towards Gen X. Leaning to it. A lot of people want to lean toward us. You know what I'm saying? That does not mean you sitting at the table. That does not mean you sitting at the table. Big Ice, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate it. Big Ice, I ain't playing. I ain't playing tonight. I'm making a cash app sing. And I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Najma says, must be the dramatics of the Cubans. Listen, one thing, let me tell you, one thing I've learned in all my time in Palo is you are correct. You are correct. My Cuban brothers and sisters, they have a certain flair. Absolutely. Mystery Lady Joy, thank you so much for becoming a channel member. And I totally forgot. NMO8, thank you again for the super chat. Says hi again. Hi. I started a job in September. I want to know if there are any longevity rituals to ensure I stay there. Absolutely. Absolutely. So y'all know how we say that honey does not work. By the time you utilize honey, well, it's done. So this is what you do. You take 2 jars, one with sugar water. You write down everybody, co-workers, boss, human resources. Write their names down on a piece of paper. Put all of them in the sugar jar. Then you take honey, and then you do the same thing with the honey jar. See, one sweetens them, and the other keeps them sweet slowly over time. Okay, so you work them together. I've always said if you wanted to do something in a relationship, put y'all in a honey jar. So y'all grow old together. But if y'all don't like each other, don't put y'all names in a honey jar because nothing will happen. That's how slowly it works. But if y'all in a relationship already and things are going good, then you utilize honey to keep y'all locked in for a long amount of time. But only do that if you're over like 35. Because if you're in your 20s, that's why y'all be bouncing back and forth. Fishes drink tea says, shoot, us too. We got a flair too. Don't leave us out. Honey Child. Hey, Honey Child. Hey, BP, can I put all of my bosses in the suite? Yep. See? There we go. There we go. Not your ordinary MF says, question, can you give a few examples on the use of hot foot powder, please and thank you? Well, there's not really a few. You take hot foot powder and here, I'll give you some. See, y'all ask a question and I'll be going through one track and then I'm like, oh, well, shoot. Because, hot foot powder, if you sprinkle it over where a person will walk, then it works to hot foot them on out of there, to get them on out of there. Now, if that person, I forget who you are. I think Tread Lightly, I think was your name. You were like, I don't want to do anything to hurt people. A lot of times, y'all, people will think I don't want to hurt them, so I'll just do a hot foot. Y'all know a hot foot is a hex, right? It's a negative working because the hot foot makes you want to pick up and move. It don't make you plan to move. It don't make you find somewhere to stay. It doesn't make you find a new job. It doesn't make you warn your family and let them know we about to move. You just go. How many of y'all have seen somebody do that? Just up and leave. They might have got hot footed. And that is, we ain't about to start the question, can you give a few uses of ... We ain't about to start that. Buy a class. Buy a class, mister. I got you on Friday. Thought I forgot. I ain't forgot. But that's, hot foot is a hex because when that person ends up in the next city over, they're like, why am I here? Why am I here? Done lost everything. Job, family, house. They've lost everything. Now, that's one use. Now, you could also, her heel broke off in the drain. You know what, Nancy? See, that's why I'm not, y'all, Nancy is my goddaughter. That's why I'm never giving you any goofer dust. Nancy been asking goofer dust for like 5 years. No, Nancy, that's why. You having bodies all over the place. I am gonna give you some. I'm gonna send you some. But when I tell you, it's gonna be a tenth. See, we've been through this live before because she's like, but why? Because you want to delete everybody. Everybody. You know what? See, that's why we ain't about to do this. That's why we ain't about to do this. Goofer Dust sends you to the upper room. The upper room with Jesus. Sends people to the upper room. 9 times out of 10, when you see somebody with a black glove on and going, then the person just starts. that was Goofer Dust. That's why when I saw Cousin Pam, y'all remember Cousin Pam from the Cosby Show talking about, I walked in there and then the Goofer Dust fell. Y'all remember she did that interview talking about Goofer Dust fell on somebody? I'm like, it was not Goofer Dust. Like that was not Goofer Dust. That was not Goofer Dust. But anyway. I was going somewhere. I totally forgot. So, oh, another use for hot foot powder. That's where I was. So another use for hot foot powder. You can actually. Oh, there's a hot foot incense. I sell a hot foot incense that you can use over distance if you can't sprinkle it. But back in the day, people would put like a little hot foot powder in a picture, like fold it up in a picture of a person and burn it over coal like that. So there's 2 uses. Divine gratitude says, I feel called to wash my feet with Florida water. Why? What's that going to do? Make them smell better. Make them smell better. Because that's really like a partial cleansing. That's really like a partial cleansing. So I don't think you're actually being called by any entity or energy to do that. I think the mind is a powerful thing because that's not really a thing. That's not really a thing. Black Cat told me, can you give a few uses of lovage root? I've given uses of lovage root. You can put it in someone's food. Lovage root or bohog root is all natural male blue pill. So a lot of times women will sneak it in their man's food when when we get to a certain age. Sometimes we need a little help, you know, and it'll put them in the mood. But it's also a spiritual aphrodisiac for men. So if the relationship has lost its spark, you can use that in the food as well. And next thing you know, that joke will be coming out the shower looking at you like, girl, you need to put on your red dress. Look, Divine Gratitude said, I just bought that lovage root. All right now. Hey, Divine Gratitude, I don't, that is a unisex name. I don't know who you are, but I'm just saying, be careful. Skylar says, Goofer does unallow. Yes. Yes. That's exactly what it does. That's why I don't sell it on my site. And listen, family, right here, 113 of you on YouTube, 8 of you over on Twitter. Question anyone who openly sells goofer dust. And I'm gonna tell you why. I asked some people along, back in the day when I would just go and just battle it out with people online. I don't do it anymore. I'm kind and I'm gentle. I'm the Mr. Rogers of Hoodoo now. Okay. But back in the day when I was just battling it out in these spiritual streets, I would ask people, okay, you sell goofer dust on your site? And they're like, I absolutely do. And I swear by it. Whoa, pump your brakes. I said, if you could sell a tool online on your site with no like registration or legislation or anything like that, would you? They said, no, absolutely not. Well, why wouldn't you? Well, because I don't know who's on the other end of that credit card. It could be a child. A child could buy that. Then they go, I see what you're doing. I said, yeah, yeah. So that tells me your goofer dust is garbage because you don't mind just selling that to anybody. So it must be garbage. Or you're not taking what we do seriously. Black Cat, appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. And you didn't have to because I said that. I was just joking. It's all love. Lex said Boston Twins and Rooster, my husband got, are getting on my last nerves. Can I feed them to the snakes? No. Look, they are awesome. I have 2 roosters and about 12 hens. NMO8, thank you again for the super chat. I'm taking up all your energy tonight. What's a good way to cleanse negative energy? Egg cleanse? An egg cleanse works well. An egg cleanse works well. Just make sure you're using a store-bought egg. The reason being, a store-bought egg is generally unfertilized. It's unfertilized. Musical mood ring say I'm certified. Hook me. uh, maybe, maybe musical mood ring. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But a store bought egg is not fertilized. See, a chicken will lay an egg whether a rooster has been around or not. But the thing is, if a rooster has not been around, that egg is not fertilized. So no matter how warm it gets, it will not develop veins or a baby chick. But if a rooster has been around, if that egg gets warm enough, it will develop veins in 2 days after being laid. And so you crack it, and there's all that red stuff. You're like, oh my gosh. Some unscrupulous spiritualists will purposefully get a fertilized egg when you come to their house or to their shop, and then they'll cleanse you with it, knowing already that when I crack that egg, it's gonna be bloody. Some of them will even make sure they'll get a flashlight and hold the egg up to it, because if they hold the egg up to it, you'll be able to see the veins through it. So make sure it is an unfertilized egg, and that you wipe yourself down all the way from head to toe. Make sure you get your hands, make sure you get your feet. Okay, make sure you get your hands, make sure you get your feet. And Lexi, do not listen. Those chickens are cool. Eon Lighthouse, you just started talking. I thought you had a question. You just started talking. Salad Noodle said, "What would you recommend for a long distance banishing?" What do you mean by banishing? That's not really a hoodoo term. So clarify what you mean by that, and then I'd be happy to help you. Let's Tread Lightly says, question: If you try to hot foot or hex someone and don't have the justification to, there is no spiritual court. Well, y'all new age people need to go sit down somewhere. Ain't now. No, let me stop. Hey, good guy Lou, we are good, we are friendly, and we are wholesome tonight. Never mind all the salty language that y'all put in the chat earlier. We are friendly, and we are educational, and we are nice tonight. So let's get back to Let's Tread Lightly. Who who, who said, if you try to hot foot or hex someone and don't have the justification to, or try to break someone up, maybe you just don't like them. Are there ramifications for doing that type of work unjustly? No. No, there are not. There are not. There's no threefold law in hoodoo. Um, there's no there's no such thing as karma in hoodoo. This is what I tell my students: man, believe your eyes and ears before you believe some concept that somebody tries to spew to you. And your eyes and ears tell you bad people get away with bad stuff every single day. So, but now all of a sudden, because you lit a candle, someone's gonna fly back and get you. No, there's not. There's not. Little tink tink. You awfully scared. Let's Tread Lightly. You might want to have somebody do it for you, because you awfully scared. You just, oh, little tink. You just nervous pervis about doing some work. Anthony Garcia said, "What's up, Prophet? What's up, Anthony? How's it going?" Jezebel Root says, Was it no, I'm sorry. Unwritten says, what is Jezebel Root used for? Is only used for attracting wealthy men? Jezebel Root breaks people up. It breaks people up. Yeah, I don't sell goofer dust. Did you miss my whole spiel? Or did you type that before I finished it? Black Cat said Xbox or PlayStation. I'm on Xbox. But what I do right now is I play Call of Duty, and Call of Duty is crossplay. NMOA, thank you again. Says no question. Just want to thank you for your knowledge. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, in reference to something I was saying earlier, Big Guy said that's why I stopped going to certain botanicas in the city. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, there there are a lot of places you go that every time you got to do something. I have never, and this is one thing I have seen in the Palo community a lot. Maybe one of my Orisha people can say if y'all see it in y'all's area, or anybody here in the Haitian voodoo community, y'all tell me. But I know in the Palo community, I've never seen anyone except for me who has left one house, went to another house, and that new house didn't look at them, go, oh, everything you had done was wrong. We got to redo everything. And I'm like, that cannot be. That cannot be the case for everybody. Literally, when someone leaves their, in Palo we call it the Munanzo, but I know in Orisha it's the Ile or whatever. People will say, people will leave for whatever reason, and they'll go to the new house, and the new house always says, "Oh, we did a reading, we'll take you in, but look, you got to get initiated again because whoo, they did everything wrong. It was falsend, everything was wrong." And I'm like, I don't think that can't be, because I have taken in some people, and I was like, "Hey, you good? Just come on in, sleep in front of, or do some stuff." But you're right, I had to redo everything. But I'm like, yeah, everyone they everybody tries to milk people too much. I don't like that. Orisha folks, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. I appreciate you, NMO8. Thank you so much. Eon Lighthouse, I scrolled up and I was like, you just had a whole conversation. Could you give me the cliff notes? I appreciate you, my friend. Just give me the cliff notes. Salad Noodle says banishing, as in removing the person from being able to contact or be in physical proximity. Oh, that's what you meant? You want a spiritual restraining order? That's what y'all call banishing? You know that ain't a hoodoo term. But listen, so here's the beauty. Because hoodoo multitasks, right? Remember I told y'all that putting your picture between two mirrors facing out like this is a protection? Well, take away your picture, use their picture, but put their picture in between two mirrors, reflective side in, and then bind it. Put it somewhere dark. That'll keep them in their own little bubble. That'll keep them in their own little bubble. See? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know yet. Says, how do you handle workings with multiple parts, one at a time? One at a time. The button is charged. Musical mood ring. The button is charged. That's right. So, if anyone here was present earlier when there was a lot of spicy language in regards to the Haitian community, and you were kind of put off by what some people were saying, and you want to know what some of the terms meant, then please contact your school nurse, guidance counselor, your parents, or your parish priest. Thank you. Keisha, fast forward. The chitlin talk was way in the beginning. Prototype, but yeah, don't talk about my chitlins. Prototype says, question, I think my coworker put something down for me to walk through at the office to cause bad luck. What can I do to clear it or send it back? Okay, you think. So why do you think that, Prototype? Why do you think that? Fish Drinks Tea says, question, how do I get my wedding ring? He says he wants a baby that he loves me, but I want my ring. Good grief. Go buy you one. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No, but seriously, okay, go buy you one. slide it down a red candle with a picture of y'all together. Now, you want the candle to be fat enough where the ring is about halfway. But if you can't find one, then stick pins in so that the ring gets stuck like that, right? And then set it on top of y'all's picture. Then read from Ruth, what is it? Ruth 1:6, yeah, Ruth chapter 1 verse 16 and 17, and then let it slide down, and once it gets down to your picture, there, he should start thinking. He should start thinking along those lines. Beans and cornbread. Beans, beans and cornbread said, "What kind of work can I do for a supervisor who is a nasty person? Nasty as in always mean, controlling, and harassing staff." Did you text me? The reason being, somebody texted me and they wanted to like a similar working for their boss, and I'm like, well, what are they doing? So, well, they're not open to what was the wording that they used? But the gist of it is they always try to tell me what to do. They micromanage me, and they're never open to. I think, what was it? They said something along the lines of like basically they're never open to implementing their ideas. I'm like, so they're being a boss? They're like, so I'm like, so they're being a boss? So, but you can do the allspice working if you like. If you like. You absolutely do the allspice working. And if you don't know what that working is, okay, you boil some allspice like it's some tea, and then you put a picture of that person or their name written on a sheet of paper in a glass, and then you, or a cup or a jar, whatever container. It's a shame I have to say stuff like that, because if I don't say specifically the container that you have, you'll go, is a jar okay? Is a coffee mug okay? Prophet, all I have is a thermos. Whatever you pour it into, but you pour it over their picture, and that will cause them to have a bad time. A bad time. Trading Amber says, question, do you do in-person Q&A or meet and greets? Funny you should ask. All right, so family, the emails are definitely going out either tomorrow, probably tomorrow, Sunday at the latest. Okay, they're definitely going out to either tomorrow or Sunday at the latest for this upcoming April the 3rd through the 6th. April the 3rd through the 6th, that Tuesday through Sunday, we are having Hoodoo Con 2025. Hosted by myself. Mr. J's daughter is coming down. My daddy is coming. I will have representatives from the Palo, the Voodoo, and the Orisha community to come talk to you. We'll be having a drumming and multiple classes. Multiple classes. We will be having classes on oil making. We will be having classes on powder making, classes on spiritual cleansing, classes on, yep, multiple classes. I'll be taking you guys to the cemetery, be taking you to the crossroads. All right? Taking you all these places so that you can see how I collect them hands-on, so that I'm not always drawing pictures on my little chalkboard that a couple of y'all like making fun of. All right? Y'all, Tony Baker is huge. Tony Baker is huge. I just took him out the other day, and I need to take him out tomorrow to clean his cage. Tony Baker is a big snake. So yes, that's Trading Amber. That's what we got going on. If you're interested, do me a favor, shoot me an email. My email address is papa_lou@outlook.com. I probably won't respond back, because I'm just copying down y'all's emails so that a mass email can go out. Okay. Eon Lighthouse says, I'm a prophetic dreamer and they're starting to get stronger. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay, Prototype says, I noticed a trail of something that looked like salt in the doorway of my office. Maybe, maybe they feel like, normally salt at a doorway is a protection. Okay. That's a protection. That's not like a negative working towards you. Now, there's a joke that if you Natalie, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Well, hey, welcome to the party. There's a joke that if you light a devil go away candle and then you pass out, or you start waving some Palo Santo to clear away negative energy and you don't want to fall out, right? So maybe they think that you're the negative person prototype, and they're just trying to keep your energy in there. They're like, man, keep her in this office, boy. They walking around like Salt Bay. Let me keep her in here, because every time she come to work, she walk in like, y'all. I think it's funny how prototype be doing the most. Or it could not be salt. It could be something else. But do you feel something negative from it? Cost and everything. Okay, so the emails are going out, cost and everything, because we're talking about April here. Everything is going to be in the email, as well as the venue locations and area hotels, so that y'all can. Oh, we are providing food. We are providing food and everything like that, and of course, all the course material. Yeah, I think it's funny how that's prototype walking into work. I just think it's funny how. Notice prototype ain't said nothing. Yes, we will be having will be having a class on divination. Absolutely. Because it does no point for y'all to come down here and I just show y'all a bunch of workings, but y'all don't know how to do a reading. So if y'all come down and no one knows how to do a reading, we'll definitely get you up and doing some form of divination before you leave from down here. Absolutely. The granddaughter. Who is PB? Now, who is PB? I'm just messing with you. I'm going to pin my chat to the top. Prototype, it took you way too long to be convincing. It took you too long to be convincing. All right, so I just pinned my email address to the top of the chat. So just shoot me an email, say add me to the list so that I have your email address. Brett, welcome to the family. I do appreciate it. Mm-mm-mm. Marie Cassiel says, "Can I do hex on daytime because the time zone to my target is night at the moment?" Yeah, yeah. See, Hoodoo, there's no. Yeah, we do workings when we have to. Let's put that we do workings when we have to. See, the marketeers and God bless these folks. Now, prototype. Don't worry, I'll just mess with you. God bless these folks because I understand the struggle, right? I do. I told y'all we've let the marketeers be here too long. We've let them be here too long. The marketeers have been writing books for 20 years. So someone could have discovered Hoodoo 20 years ago when they were 45. Now they're 65 and you're like, "Oh, I learned from an elder." But you just learned from an old person who's been doing it wrong for 20 years. Especially as it, um and a lot of it is folks who think that you've got to do workings, do certain moon phases. Moon phases are not a part of hoodoo. You do working certain days of the week. That is not us, because these folks cherry picked from other traditions. They only had so much hoodoo and there's certain so much access to our community, so they picked from other traditions. They picked from Wicca. That's why a lot of the stuff that y'all see now is Wiccadoo. It's not hoodoo. It's Wiccadoo. It's Wiccadoo. But no, prototype. Listen, all you got to. What's up, Megan? All you've got to do, right, is take a match, strike the match, blow it out, wave the smoke up under your shoes, and then go ahead and go to work. You'll be fine. And do the same thing once you get home. You'll be fine. Take you some holy water and sprinkle it outside your door over where you thought you saw something. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Good to go. ¿Cómo está, Megan? ¿Qué te pasa? Beans and Cornbread said, no, sir, it wasn't me. I guess my supervisor has an evil twin. No, but you know, the person was like, the person said something along the lines of, they said something along the lines of, my supervisor's just not open to collaboration. I'm like, wait, what? Collaboration? Más o menos, pero soy bien. Qué bueno. Qué bueno. I'm not Spanish, y'all. I just been working on it. Mr. Kitchta, what's this I hear about knocking on tombstones, telling them to wake up? What about it? What about it? Sukniami says, whoa, let me get that picture off of there. What in the world? What in the world? Would I sell the snake shit? Absolutely. Absolutely. Big Eye said, I've never touched a snake, but but maybe during Hoodoo Con. No. I'm gonna keep it. Oh, you mean yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm just kidding. I think is that did I answer everybody? I think I did. There's my email address again, y'all. But don't forget, it is pinned to the top of the chat. How long have we been streaming? An hour and 40 minutes, man. It's time to go. I ain't even get to tell y'all what I wanted to tell y'all. But it's too late now. It's too late now. But listen, there is a cryptid here or a spirit here. Well, we know that there are spirits here, right? But I think there's a cryptid here. Because Big Eye said, while giving us I have no idea what the beginner said, but a hex with a lemon and freezer Wicca. That's actually, I don't know if that's Wicca as much as it is like Espiritismo, which is not hoodoo, right? I know it's one of them. I know it's one of them, right? Skylar Roy says, and I'm sitting here waiting to do my breakup spell on Saturday because the marketeer said so. Tuh. I don't listen. Y'all always put yourselves in the ancestral lens. We didn't have time to wait for a day to come around. What kills me, I see root workers on TikTok walking around going, well, you know, Wednesday is Mars Day. And I'm like, when did we have time to learn about Greek and Roman mythology in a new land when the people who brought us here didn't even study Greek and Roman mythology? Anybody ever think about that? Question, boss, do you charge to read the results of egg cleansing? Not you. Just send me a picture of it. I got you. Slimstermans did dad I just need some money with no bad luck or death attached to it. Amen. Amen, brother. Natalie Jean says, thank you so much for all your knowledge. You are one of the I appreciate it. Y'all are very welcome. No, cryptid fishes drink tea. Cryptid. Granddaughter, good question. For the most part, they can all be protection or an addition in like say an offensive working. But if you use like say there's a difference between like say a constrictor or a venomous snake versus like say something benign like but all snakes are predators. No snakes eat vegetables. They all eat another animal. So, it's just different levels. What is a cryptid? A cryptid is a spiritual creature, like a Bigfoot or Wendigo. Kosi. We don't speak that name. Or you know, things like that. That's a cryptid. Raven, excellent question. Do you consider working with spirits necromancy? Absolutely. Whether you want to believe it or not, hoodoo at its core is necromantic. Hoodoo at its core is necromantic because we work with the ancestors, we work with the spirits of the dead. That is necromancy, working with the spirits of the dead. Hoodoo at its core is necromantic. Natalie, don't worry, that's fine. And a lot of people don't think about that, but at its core, hoodoo is necromantic. That's why hoodoo is actually more akin to Palo Mayombe than say the Orisha traditions or Haitian voodoo. Speaking of snakes, so many of them want to come out right now. Like, I don't know, why are y'all so active? Why are y'all being so active? Lexi, you want to come out? Mm-mm. Ouch. Everybody, yeah, let's see one. I want to see one. Let me see if Lexi wants to come out. Hold on, y'all. All right, here's Lexi. Lexi is a tiger morph reticulated python, and she's very very sweet for a snake. So Lexi is a constrictor. She grabs her food and she gives it a big hug until it is no more. Okay? So now eventually she will be able to eat a full chicken. She's a baby now. She's a baby. So sometimes if there is some enemy work to be done and she eats big rats, I will take some holy water and baptize the rat. In the name of the Father and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I baptize you and I name you whatever the enemy's name is. And then I say, whatsoever happens to this rat will happen to this person. Then I feed them to Lexi. And somewhere out there, a person, it's like, oh, I feel like I can't breathe. Or, they start feeling like caca because they get digested. Right. But she's crazy heavy. Well, not crazy heavy. Tony Baker is heavy. One of these days, I'm gonna take Tony Baker out so y'all can see he is 3 times as big as Lexi here. 3 times as big. Hey, they say you're gorgeous. She is. She is pretty. Let me put her back. Be right back, y'all. All right, there we go. So, all right, I'm gonna take a couple of more, then we getting up out of here. Natalie Jean says, "Oh, and thank you so much for including Haitians and Haitian voodoo in these conversations of positive and educational life." Absolutely. See, we got to understand the truth about our traditions and not let propaganda from Hollywood or just the general misinformed public um, have us look at our own stuff in a negative light. Absolutely. Big Ice, go sit on a block of ice. Midas Carlin said, Prophet, can you get buried like in other practices? You get buried in a cemetery or a tree? Absolutely. You absolutely can. Divine Gratitude said, what do you do with your hair? I save mine, but what do you mean what I do with my hair? What do you mean? Yeah, Lexi is a pretty snake. I don't see one more. Let me see if somebody else wants to come out and say hey. It's funny, y'all were asking about Shed, and Lexi just, well, no, not just, but Lexi has some Shed in her tank right now. Don't you go in my sleeve. I hate when y'all want to run up my sleeve. Okay, so as y'all can see, I don't know if she'll focus. You know, this is an all white snake with blue eyes. So I think I'm gonna name her Brittany. This is Brittany or Karen. Name her Karen. Give my hand back. Thank you. I don't know if she's gonna let y'all see her eyes, but they're blue. Milk of Magnesia. I like that name. Milk of Magnesia. Get back in there. Okay, back in. Thank you. There we go. All right. Yeah, I'm naming her Brittany. No, I was kidding. I'm naming her Glow. Okay, divine gratitude. I got you. And this is gonna be the last one here. Divine gratitude say I keep my hair from my brush in a jar, not let anyone get it. I'm like and this is in no way like a judgment on you. I'm just not that scared of stuff. The reason being, y'all, I know like hoodoo is a thing and it's a big thing, and I mean it's been a part of my life since I've had a life. Okay, but you know what? There's just not that many people out there working. I know if you're in Atlanta, right? You know everybody is Ifa, right? Or if you're in Florida, specifically mid to South Florida, where if you throw your rock, you gonna hit a babalao. If you hit or a mambo or a hungan, absolutely, I understand why you would think that, but the majority of the world is just not doing work. They're just not doing work like that. So shoot, mm, I don't even worry about it. I don't. I mean, look how many of the things y'all thought were true, I've dispelled already for y'all to think so many people out here doing work. They're not. They're not. There used to be a time when you had to worry about that. Absolutely. There used to be Brooklyn too. You throw a rock, you hit a babalao. There used to be a time where that was like a legitimate concern because the community, or just the black community, everybody knew a little bit of something. Not everybody wasn't a worker, but everybody knew a little bit of something. But now People just want to look like they know something. People want to sell something, but people ain't doing something, and that's sad. Some of y'all still sitting over there with one of them little ugly big mama dolls, swearing they good for something. Ain't good for nothing. Big mama sitting at your ancestor altar talking about, now why in the world did you think I was gonna be in that old ugly doll? Why? I'm right here on the ancestor altar. I'm right here on the ancestor altar. Why would I be in that doll, baby? And y'all, there is no ancestral collection of big mamas either. There ain't some big tribunal of big mamas out there. Like we are the grandmothers, and we no no family no. Right, you better off just get you a Barbie doll and put her down in a bucket. Cause look, that ain't what it is, family. That ain't what it is. Big Mama sitting at the ancestor altar talking about, I ain't in that. I ain't in that doll. But the problem is the mind is so powerful. People sitting there like, oh my gosh, I feel the energy coming off of it. And when I see some videos, look, I feel the energy. I'm like, or have y'all ever gone to like a spiritual gathering because y'all know y'all love clicking up, or even if it's on Zoom and somebody just start acting all. I just be looking at them like, what the hell wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Like, ooh, here, hold this doll. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? You be like, go Joe. Let me get out of here. Y'all have a good one, y'all. My email is still up there. Send me an email with your email. Just put in there. Just put, hey, add me to the meetup list, and I'll make sure you get the information. Y'all have a good one. Listen, sign up for the webinar. It'll be this upcoming Tuesday. $25 on advanced ancestor altar working. Okay, y'all come on through. It's going to be live. We will send you a link. You just follow the instructions on the link. You good to go. Okay. They put their big mama in a bucket. Y'all done put big mama in a doll down in a bucket. Probably and next to Black Hawk. And let me guess, it's a picture of Mommy Wata too. Y'all got some waist beads. 811 crystals around your neck. When it's a full moon, you just go wild. When it's a full moon, you go wild. And you done convinced yourself every time it's a Mercury retrograde, it's just about to be all bad for you. Sweet baby Jesus and the grown Jesus too. I'm about to go. But anyway, y'all, we sometimes I think we take ourselves too seriously. The tradition is serious. Life can be serious, but we still got to enjoy it. We still got to enjoy it. And if we can laugh together, we can learn together. It don't always have to be so strict and rigid and whatnot. Oh yeah, can't forget all the glitter and the yoni eggs. Y'all got all that. The glitter and the yoni eggs. Y'all need to stop. The spirits like the glitter. What spirits? They don't know. But look, y'all have a good one. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you to the new channel members. Listen, channel members, I'm uploading a big batch of lives from TikTok. So y'all have something to keep y'all busy. And also I will have my schedule nailed down. I'll post it on the community section here so you know around about when I'll be going live. And I also want to hold some Zoom meetups for the Buy Me a Coffee folks and the Patreon and channel members and the TikTok subscribers. We're just gonna get on a Zoom call and hang out. Okay? So y'all y'all watch out for that. Anyway, I do appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. I'm up out of here. Y'all get to listen to my outro song. I think it's pretty cool.
Broken prophet, leather cloak, spells in the pocket, casting shadows, magic flows like a rocket, always fresh, smells sweet cologne, hypnotic, women swoon, hearts race, he's the chaotic, hoodoo master, power flows from his craft, dark arts, no jest, he leaves them all aghast, mirror crack, shattered glass, future's path, eyes closed, spellbook scribble, he's an alchemist wrath, he's a broken prophet, he's the mystery, casting spells, changing fate in history. Smell divine, look sublime, pure wizardry. Ladies flock, can't resist the trickery. Midnight prowler causes spirits to rise. Chants so deep, hear him echo through the skies. Incense burns, women yearn, drawn to his lies. Ring of smoke, there's no hope under his eyes. Power surges, enchants, he's got the flair. Hoodoo legend, mojo hands in the air. Cedar wood, sacred herbs, scent so rare. Mystic haze, lock days, magic they share. He's a broken prophet, he's the mystery, casting spells, changing fate in history. Smell divine, look sublime, pure wizardry. Ladies flock, can't resist the trickery. Midnight prowler causes spirits to rise. Chants so deep, hear him echo through the skies. Incense burns, women yearn, drawn to his lies. Ring of smoke, there's no hope under